Awesome, then. So then, pandemic coverage and world schooling. Your EP is scheduled for release of October 23rd. So can you tell me a bit about the production of this EP and the songwriting behind it?
Um, the songwriting behind, and the first part was
The production of the EP.
I didn't understand this word. Correction?
The production, how you created the creating process.
Yeah. Okay, the production process was, of course, during the pandemic situation, especially in the last year when there were several lockdowns in Germany as well. And so we've had plenty of time to be very creative. And so this was the positive side of the whole pandemic. So we could try out some new material as well as reworking again with very old stuff. And this is the reason why there are two cover versions included on this EP. And it is called Pandemic Coverage. And there is an intended pun with that. It's the cover for the mouth and the cover of our old school versions. And then there is the old schooling. This is not only a reference to old school music, but also to homeschooling. We have had a lot of homeschooling, especially in Germany, because all the schools were closed. And so the children have to be educated at home. And this was very pity for all the mamas at home. And so this was the bad side of the pandemic. And the good side was that we can work with this and have experimented with our old heroes on the back. And so this EP is contained with two cover versions and two very new own songs.
Amazing.
And it is always, as always, produced at home. And in the last step, of course, it was finally mixed and mastered by our German chief master of masters called Andy Klaassen, who also produced our debut album. And he did a very nice job because he improved our sound a lot.
Amazing.
So this was for the production.
Amazing, Dan. Amazing. And talking about the song Sad Serenade. So I enjoy the song a lot. It's very powerful. The video, you're so amazing. You have put a lot of emotion, sadness, death, everything combined together. So what was the main idea that came to your mind, and what was the thought process behind this particular song?
Yeah, it's also a song that was very strongly influenced by the pandemic, and it describes the pandemic situation for me, not on the physical, on the outer, on the material level. It all went fine as long as it concerns to me, but my emotional state was and is still very shaken by all the circumstances, and I'm grateful that you mentioned that Sad Serenade is a very emotional song, and and to describe it as maybe aggressive and the sad and desperate situation. It's much about isolation and not able to deal with the whole situation. Yeah, that's the main part of it.
Sounds good, then. Sounds good. And talking about the two covers of the album, Motorhead's Ice of Spades and Celtic Frost's Dethrone Emperor, two amazing songs by two amazing bands. So how was the selection process, and what made you to choose these two particular songs?
The one thing is we just experimented with all the old masters stuff, and because of the plenty of time. And I wondered how this old stuff would sound if we make it our own, if we make it in our style, far more slower and more groovy. And yeah, and this was a pleasure and an honor to deal with this material. And it went so fluently between Marco and me that we decided to pick it up, to join it to the own songs. And then, yeah, it fits to the title, Old Schooling, and the coverage, of course. And so it was a perfect match. And those two heroes of Motorhead and Celtic Frost are influencing us when we were very small boys. I was 11 years old. Then I first heard to listen to Motorhead, and this was a revelation, as you can imagine. And so, yeah, and I'm curious. I'm surprised how fluently it went to deal with that stuff. So I hope you enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. Great songs and great cover. You both did an amazing work on this EP, and absolutely on the cover as well. It's totally mind-blowing, to be honest, to say about this EP. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
And then what would be the next plans for you guys? And is there any touring schedule for you guys?
No, unfortunately, we are not able to tour. It is not a matter of a pandemic or something like that. We met first, or we re-met first in 2017, and this was a point when Marco already had a break because of a car accident, and he was so much disabled by that he is not able to do any tour with sitting for hours on a small chair and playing the drums in a very intense way. This is not possible. It's for him. It is just a career of a studio musician. And so we re-met to organize this kind of project that we can do with only two persons.
Yes.
And that we can create and experiment with musical stuff that we both like, but it's not being planned to deal with it in a live gig way. But maybe sometime there will be other musicians accompanying us, and there are possibilities to enter the stage again, and maybe this will be a future project. But for now, there is no plan to deal with it in live situations. Sorry for that.
No, I understand his situation is really bad.
Yeah.
We have to respect his situation as well. Yeah.
Yeah. We are very happy that this project is possible at all. We both thought when we had a break for about 10 years or so, this was it. We finished with doing the heavy metal stuff. But yeah, and now we are happy to do anything, and it went greater than we ever thought.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And I would like to know why the name Reawaken.
Of course. Yeah, it's a matter of spelling or pronouncing it. Reawaken or Reawaken or Reawacan. I already heard from a British native speaker. It is an Old English word. It is from the Old English, and it is very familiar with the German language. It means wiedererwecken. It means in Germany, wiedererwecken. Wieder is reawaken. and if you speak it like that, it's a mixture between English and German. It's Germish. like you do in India, yeah, when you speak English. This is a very nice accent. Yeah, and we just we were searching for a band name, and there is so much already used, and we thought of Resurrection and something like that, but this is all very very common, and Reawaken would be very common too, but the old English version of it, Reawaken, was already everywhere. It was free, and so this was the perfect match. And then we quickly had the ideas for the logo, and everything went that way.
Amazing.
So it fits.
Amazing, Dan. And then how is the support for the band in Germany?
I have no overview of that, to be honest. It's all David stuff, as you probably know from the Metalist PR agency. And I just could see that there are more and more followers on our Facebook side in the last month. I think it's probably mostly the work of David's experiences with all that scene. And yes, I'm grateful for the situation and try to gather more and more enthusiasts, and yeah, let's see what comes with the EP. And of course we are still we are already preparing new songs. Maybe next time it will be a whole album again, but we will see. Yeah.
So is just the beginning, or it's like almost in the process of the middle of the process? So how long you're planning to get the next album out?
Yeah, I can't say. I think now it's the end of the year. Maybe in a year or so, this album would be complete, but I don't know. I don't know.
And Dan, would you like to share some of the great moments that you had over the years?
Over the last years?
Yes, the last couple of years, some of the great times that you had.
With Reawaken, especially. Yeah, the biggest one, of course, was the issue of the debut album, because we never thought that we could manage it at all. And then in this very quick way and in very professional way, and finding all the partners for this endeavor, to connect with Andy Klaassen, who is our we know from our youth, about 20 or more years ago, when we have got records from him, and we thought, oh, this would be nice to have him as a producer. This is far from imaginable, but it went so quick. Everything fell into place, and this was a great moment of it is a real satisfaction to see your dreams come true so fast. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you.
And then it just went on. It just went on with Davide. He discovered us. We not asked him, but he discovered us and said, yeah, we have to work together. I see that you need some promotional stuff for your special way of dealing with that music, and I'm the right man. Oh, you're the right man. Okay. So far as I see, everything is falling into place. So Davide, you are the right man. Okay, let's start. And this is where we are at now. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Great to hear that.
Now I'm sitting with you and talking to India in real time. This is, yeah, unbelievable.
Technology has changed everything then.
Yeah, you have a good connection. The picture is beautiful. Everything is fluently. I think in Kerala it was not all the time during the last years.
Now everything has changed. Now we have very good connectivity and stuff like that. So it's all real good here then.
Very good. Very good.
And then in the upcoming days and years, so do you plan to make more experimental music, or are you going to stick to the same genre that you are creating now?
I don't know if I could ever know anything. No, I don't know. But with all the reviews we have had so far, especially from the debut album, I see that everyone is has another understanding when listening to our music. Everyone is categorizing it completely different. For the most music, I think it's very easy. And I thought the first time we released the debut, oh, this is quite easy listening heavy metal music, and everybody will get with it, and it's easy to categorize. But this was not the case. Obviously, it was not the case. Every reviewer has got something else in mind and was wondering what is it. It resembles like this. It sounds like a little bit like Celtic Frost, and there's a little bit death metal inside, but it's not death metal at all. I don't know what that. Yeah, and we don't know either. We don't know. We just create what comes and are lucky and happy with what comes. And for us, it's very natural. It's just, and it's obviously metal style, but in the meantime, I do not dare to categorize this by my own. So we just say we are in the category of our own. Just Reawacan style. Just listen to it, and you like it or you like it not. I there's nothing I can do. And if you want to categorize it, maybe you will tell me what you think. Then do it. But I can't do it. And so I cannot say what comes in the future. Maybe this would be very jazzy. Maybe this would be very grounded, brutal death metal and very straightforward. I don't know. Because life is changing all the time. Yes, during the pandemic, we get much more aggressive, much more the sound, as I already said, has changed. It is more heavy as I ever thought, but it comes from the situation. It comes out, and I don't know what comes out the next year and the year after that. So maybe you will now you will tell me, what do you think? What is this category?
I just call it metal, so I don't want to categorize it as multi-genres here.
That's the best. Thank you. That's the best. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And then finally, what would be the message you want to give to the fans around the world?
This particular topic you already mentioned, it is just metal. And metal is what unites us. Whether you are in India, north or south, or in Germany, or somewhere else, metal unites us. And don't give a shit on all that that kind of war and punishing and yeah, just celebrating our common taste, and yeah, and be free to like it or like it not. It's a massive market, and there's plenty of music from all over the world and in all categories, and all categories that do not exist. Just celebrate that. So as Chuck Schuldiner said, metalheads unite.
Yes.
Just call it metal. So you took it out of my mouth. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome, awesome, Dan. And Dan, thank you so much for giving me your time today for this interview. And it was really a pleasure talking to you. And thanks again for the amazing music that you've been giving us to the metal fraternity around the world. Thank you so much for that. And you have a great evening out there.
Thank you very much, Keith. It was a pleasure. And nice greetings to warm India. We hope to see us again, the country, and maybe meeting you there.
Yeah, hope to see you again soon here. Dan, you're welcome here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You take care. You take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.